All right, all right, all right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are live and direct, baby. Welcome to the call. Welcome to the call. Hope y'all feeling good. Y'all looking good. I see some of y'all off the camera. All right, looking good, looking good. Hello, hello, Miss Ebony. Beautiful. Your face just came in and light up the screen, girl. All right,
Thank y'all for having me.
All right, come on in.
Roll up on y'all.
Oh, yeah. So we can hear the music in the back.
Yeah, I mean, hey.
Okay, let's mute some lines. All right, you guys. So we're going to give it about 1 more minute for people to hop on. My name is Isis Love, you guys. And I literally have been in the crypto scene here now for a couple of years. So I'm super elated about the information we're going to be sharing tonight. But while we wait for everybody to come on, just go ahead, come off mute, state your name and let us know what city or country you're calling in from. The floor is yours. Let's go.
Hey, everybody. This is Ebony from Chicago. Nice to meet you all.
Let's go. Ebony for Chicago. Pleasure to have you here. Who we have on the line tonight?
Hey, Success from LA.
Let's go. Success Money all the way from LA, baby. Let's go. Welcome. Who else we have on the call tonight?
Hey, what's everybody going on? This is...
All right, go ahead.
Hey, everybody. I'm Benita. Hi, Success.
What's going on, Miss Benita?
I'm from New Orleans. Thank you for inviting me.
Pleasure to have you here, Miss Benita from NOLA. Glad to have you here. Who else we have on the line tonight?
Hey, what's going on?
Hello, everyone. I'm Isaac from Ghana.
Yes, Isaac from Ghana. Let's go. Baby, we international. A pleasure to have you here, brother. A pleasure to have you here. I got a couple more. We're going to start in 1 minute. Who else?
Peace and blessings. This is Sahakiel from Atlanta.
Let's go. A Hockey L from Atlanta. ATL shouting. Pleasure to have you here. Who else we have on the line tonight?
Makina from Charlotte.
Charlotte. Makina, let's go on. Charlotte is lit. Welcome to the call. We got room for 2 more and we getting started.
Hey, what's going on? This is Blue Jay.
Let's go. Blue Jay from Georgia, baby. Georgia Peaches on this call tonight. We got 1 more. Who in the house?
Hey. What's up, everybody? Oh, go ahead, brother. I've already been here. I'm going to let you go ahead and take the floor.
Who we got? Who we got? Come on, let's go. All right. All right, you guys. Well, look, drop it in the chat bar. We're going to go ahead and get started, you guys. It's 7:34, and I'm super elated. Can everybody hear me okay? Amazing. So check this out, you guys. My name is Isis Love, and I'm the creator of a community called Generation 12. And now you're probably here tonight because a lot of my community members have reached out to you because this is our way of tithing back into the community. Now, Christmas is right around the corner for those that celebrate it, and the next year is right around the corner. And we want to go into this next year, and we're going to end this month out very solid and very abundant. And so what my community, what we decided to do was we decided to give back by teaching people and giving them the awareness of cryptocurrency. And that's powerful because some of you guys don't know anything about it. So some of the things that we're going to be showing you guys is things that you've never seen, or maybe you have seen or heard some of it. Now, I want you guys, let me lay out the expectations. The expectation is you get what you give, right? So we have about 4 more classes that's going to be, or maybe more like 6 classes for the rest of the week. And if you don't show up, then you're not taking advantage of the free trial. See, I really didn't want to make this free at first because people don't appreciate free. So what I want you guys to do is to really get into your heart and really get into gratitude, and most definitely be thankful for everybody that's going to be taking their time and energy to teach you guys a little bit about crypto this next 5 days. So the expectation is to show up every day, and also participate. Some of this information that you're going to hear is going to be brand new. And at first it may seem a little overwhelming. It may seem a little, like maybe a little overwhelming at first. And it's only because it's new. And so we have two types of people in us, the coward and we have the courageous one. And so while you guys are going through this experience, I'm asking you to pull down into the courageous person inside of you and continue to push through, even though it seems overwhelming. Overwhelming means that your mind is expanding. Just like a balloon, the more air you put in it, it expands. So if you're going to be feeling a little overwhelming, it's normal. It's because this information you were never taught in school. And that's why it's so important. So really quick tonight, we're going to do a quick little setup class tonight. And then at 8 o'clock, what we're going to be doing is inviting you to join us to also learn a little bit about Forex. So within our community, we study with each other almost every day. We're literally studying with each other. So every Monday at 8 o'clock, we do a study session and we learn from the school that we go to. So we're inviting you guys to get a sneak peek on the open house of our school, right? It's going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern, right? So right after this call. So let's go ahead and dive into it, you guys. So I'm going to share my screen real quick, right? Give me 1 second. Now you should be in 2 groups. And there's no more new members. Please do not add any more new members at this time in the group. We're officially closed, right? So let me share my screen. So you guys should be in 2 groups, right? And so the first group is our Facebook group. Okay, so you should be in our Facebook group. And if you're not in the Facebook group, if somebody can just drop the link in the chat. My internet's going kind of slow. But if you could drink it, because in there, we're going to be dropping different articles on cryptocurrency and different currencies that you guys should buy. So this is an informational group, right? After this 5 days, we're going to remove everybody from the chat, but you guys are more than welcome to stay in the group, right? And we'll be dropping different articles. So if somebody can just drop in our chat this link for this group so everybody can be in. Now, let's go ahead and dive into the app, right? And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop sharing and I'm going to come on my cell phone and join you guys there. But everybody should go to their Play Store and download MetaTrader 4. Go ahead and download that app really quick. Thank you, Success. MetaTrader 4. Everybody wants that. Go ahead and download this app. Now, I want you guys to know you're going to be learning the fundamentals of cryptocurrency. You're going to be learning what it is. You're going to be learning where you can buy it, but you're also going to be learning how to trade it, right? And that's very important because when you learn how to trade crypto, that's daily money, right? That's daily money, right? Okay, good. I already got out that trade. My bad. I had made that face because I was inside of a trade. So that's daily money. Like right now, I'm inside of a trade while I'm on the phone with y'all. I literally just made about $10 in less than 2 minutes from 10 cents, right? So when you're able to actually trade this, it hits a different type of level, right? We're talking about daily income. All right. So let me block that. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. Right? Bam. Now this is the app that we all need. MetaTrader 4. Right? Everybody download it. Now, if I go a little too fast, don't worry, because you have this also recorded. When you first joined, somebody tagged you and told you to download this app, already set your account up, and place a trade. So what I'm gonna do right now for the next 20 minutes is briefly go over what you've seen in the video and take some questions. And that's all we're gonna really do today, right? So now I have an Android. So your interface may be slightly different from mine if you have an iPhone, right? So just do your best to try to maneuver. Now, if you have a Android, right? If you just kind of let me show you guys. If you look at my thing, if you look at these little 3 prongs, these little 3 lines right here, right? If you look at these little 3 lines, this is where you need to tap. Now remember, this is if you have a Android. If you have a iPhone, I think it's kind of like towards the bottom, you need to find something that says like create account, register account. It may say a different word, but we're gonna go to manage account, right? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit that plus button, right? And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to open a demo account. Now what you guys are gonna be doing, a demo account is it's like real-time trading, but you're not trading with your money. So you're practicing until you get the confidence and the faith that you know how to place trades. So basically, when you see my account, when it says real, that's a real live account. That's real live money where I literally just made like $6, right? Actually $6, right? So it's the difference between a real and a demo. But the same trades that you guys are going to be taking in a demo is the same trades some of us will be taking in our live account. Now keep in mind, we're going to be teaching you guys sort of about both. We're going to tonight will be the only night you'll kind of learn about Forex. The rest of the stuff will be cryptocurrency, but we will be taking Forex and cryptocurrency trades so that you guys can get in the hang of seeing how money literally can grow from your cell phone, right? So we're gonna go to open demo. And when we go to open demo, and 1 second, you guys, I hope that you're taking notes. Please take notes, because if you're just like, oh, I'm just gonna listen, I'm gonna remember. No, you're not. You're gonna be stuck. But if you take notes and you take them properly, you're gonna be able to go back to those notes and be like, that's what she said. So please take notes, take notes. So the broker that you're gonna use is Hugo's Way. Now you may not see it up here, but you can type it here. So HUGOS Way, right? There it goes, Hugo's Way demo, right? I click it. You're gonna change your personal information, your name, phone number, email, very basic, right? The only thing, write this on your notes, come on. The only thing, and get your kids, get your whole family to open up an account. Get your whole family tonight. If your kids got a cell phone, put this on there. They know how to do it. And as you're taking trades, have them take a trade, y'all. Right now, me and my community is doing a $50 to 11K in 30-day challenge. And all it takes is patience, discipline, and consistency, right? Because you'll have a device that will literally give you the trade alert. So this is very powerful. So download it on all of your people's phone, right? So the only thing you're going to change under account information is your deposit. What I want you guys to do is I want you to make it $3,000. And why is this? I want you guys to make it as realistic as possible. Now, granted, not a lot of people have $3,000, let alone $1,000 in the bank account. But this is as realistic as we can get it. It's better than saying $500,000 when, I mean, I don't want to make no assumptions, but I don't know if anybody got $500,000 on this phone. I don't have $500,000 yet. I'm speaking it to existence. That's why I do what I do, right? So you hit create account right there, right? Boom, the account is created. Congratulations to you. You just did what the majority of the world don't even know how to do. You get what I'm saying? What you just did is literally downloaded an app that was freaking free that's about to show you how to spit out money. All right? That's next level, right? So boom, here we go, right? Now down here, look at my cursor. Down here with these little 2 arrows going left to right, when you click on that, that brings you to the quotes. It doesn't matter if you don't know what these acronyms mean right now. That's not important. As long as we can show you the acronym and then you could just find it right here, that's all that really matters. But in a nutshell, these are different currency pairs against different currency pairs. Now, Forex is the foreign exchange market. It deals with foreign currencies versus stocks, which deals with companies. So that's why you see the Australian dollar against the US dollar, the euro against the US, the British pound against the US, so on and so forth. But we're not going to get that deep tonight. Now, let's talk about, oops. Hold on. All right, bet, we back. So let's talk about how to take a signal, right? Now check this out. I got this handy dandy device on my cell phone, right? And this device tells me what trades to enter. So if I don't have time to look at the charts all day, if I'm busy traveling, because I travel the world, I'm about to go to Mexico here at the end of the month. Sometimes I don't have time to look at the charts, but guess what? I have a software, right, that gives me the trade ideas all day long. So this is something that we're going to be typing in that chat. And so you want to pay attention to when we put these signals in there, and you want to put as many of them as possible in your phone. Now, imagine something like this comes in to you. And it's not going to look exactly like this. It's going to be very simplified. I want you guys to write this on your notes. So when we send you an alert, you're going to have the quote pair, which this is the quote pair. So just put on your notes, quote pair, right? So all I got to do is step 1, identify the quotes. Step 1, identify. This is the quote. I go back to that app and I look for EUR USD. Here it goes right here. Check this out. All right? So the only thing I do is I'll tap it. And if you have an iPhone, it says trade. If you have an Android like me, it'll say new order. Bam. That's step 1. Find the quote. Open up a new order on your phone. It should bring you to this screen. Let's talk about step 2. Please write this down. Let's talk about step 2. My bad. Hold on. I'm on like 2 different devices. Step 2. Identify the order type. Write this on your paper. There are 4 different order types that we're going to call. Write this down on your paper. The first one sometimes is called a sell limit. Write that down. Sell limit. Have your notes with you at all times. Sell limit. If you got to, put the notes in your cell phone too. The next one, number 2, buy limit. Number 2, buy limit. Write that down in your notes. All right, the next one is buy stop and then sell stop. Buy stop, sell stop. So I say it again. Sell limit, buy limit, sell stop, buy stop. All it is buy sell with the word stop or limit at the end. And then the last one is just market execution. All right. So when we say market execution, that means we're trading right now. Right. So not to get all fancy, but basically those other 4 words basically are like pending orders. So it's like you'll be getting in the market later. Right. So anywho, we found the market type. Right. So I go back to that pair. You see where it says market execution? If I tap it, a drop down menu comes. And those same words that we just went over. Now the app told me it's a sell limit. So I'm gonna hit the button sell limit. Step 2, so simple, you guys. Step 2. Now write this on your notes. This is put a little star in your notes and write this on your notes. Anytime it's a pending order, what is a pending order, Isis? The buy stop, the sell stop, the limit, the buy limit, and sell limit. Those are called pending orders. So on your paper, on top of those words, put pending order. Anytime there's a pending order, write this down on your paper. You want to always enter your entry point. That's all you need to put in your paper. Put, when I use pending orders, I need to place the entry number. That's it. So since this is a pending order, for us, the next step is to identify the entry. Here goes the entry number right here, right? Right there. So all I do is I copy it. I copied it, it said copy the field. I go back to my app. Now write this down in your notes, very important. It's not gonna say entry, it's gonna say price. It's the same thing. So write that on your notes. Entry and price is the same thing. Y'all see that? I gotta stay on point with my calendar. So all I do is I come here and I paste it. So simple. Bam. That's all I did. Right? Next step. I don't know what number this is, but next step is you're gonna identify the stop loss. We're not gonna talk about tonight what a stop loss is. I'll drop something in the group so y'all can study the terminology, but right now I just wanna get you to a bag, right? You don't even need to really even know how to do this to make money. This is what I wanna show y'all, right? So this red line, if you got an Android, that's where you'll put your stop loss. Write that down. If you have an Android phone, it will not say stop loss anywhere. It's just gonna be a red line. If you have an iPhone, it literally says stop loss. So it's super simple. Red line, stop loss. Doesn't matter what the word means right now, right? So when we place the trade in the group for you guys, we're gonna say stop loss. And then there's gonna be some numbers. Only thing you gotta do is copy the numbers. Now remember, you're not going to get this app. This is a special app because I go to a school. So I get free trade alerts from the school, right? So I'm just going to copy it, but you still can copy it from the text that we put in the group. And then I'll go back and I'll place the stop loss on the red line because I have an Android, right? If I had an iPhone, it would say stop loss. The next step, right? The next step is very simple. When you look at the steps and do it, it's very simple. Is your take profit. That's really self-explanatory. It means that's where you're going to take your money from. Take profit, right? We go back to the app. We find it. They telling us, take profit. This is why I say your kids can do this. They don't need to know what these words mean. They know how to copy and paste. They do it all day on social media. And so do you too, right? So copy it. Now, let me ask y'all something. Where am I going to put my take profit? What color line?
The
Green
green line.
line.
Who are the two people that said that?
Me,
Who's me?
Jessica.
Okay.
Isaac. Isaac.
Ebony too.
Ebonita,
Isaac.
y'all look me up on, y'all drop y'all Cash App in the chat. Success like speed. Y'all paying attention. Y'all probably got notes too. So take profit, go right here, right? Remember, you got to just follow simple directions to make money. That's it, right? Oh, snap. I put that in there too much. Hold on. Simple directions to make money, y'all. Bam. Only thing I do now is hit place. Bam. I'm in the trade, just like that. Congratulations. You just placed your first trade in one of the largest financial markets. You just brought Wall Street to your living room. Now, as you can see, it's grayed out. It ain't really doing nothing. That's because it's a pending order. If I open this up and I look at the chart, that's not it. If I look at the chart, it's because I need to wait for this candle to go up. Now you're gonna have to drop it in the Facebook chat. I'm not gonna see it right there. Please, can you drop it there? So we're waiting for this candle, right? Let me show y'all. Hold on. We waiting for this candle to go up here, hit this line, this dotted green line, to shoot back down to where our money is. That's why it's not doing nothing right now. We waiting, right? We waiting. Now, let's talk about let's do another trade, right? So boom, it's placed. That's it. Simple. The trade is in. You don't do nothing else. Go live your best life. Go play soccer. I don't know. Just go live your life and let the market do what it do. Because you got your stop loss and your take profit. So either we gonna make the money or we gonna lose a small percentage of money. It's just that simple, right? Now let's do one more, right? And I got about 5 minutes till we do the next portion. So really quick, let's see if we can do another one. Who got it? Let me see. Who got a trade for me somewhere? Let me see. There's so many signal groups. All right, wait a minute, y'all. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. Check this out. Check this out. I'm about to blow y'all mind. I'm about to, if I got time. Let me go back to Zoom. Oops, that's not what I want to do. Wait, I'm about to blow y'all mind real quick. Hold on. I'm not even supposed to show y'all this, but wait a minute. Ooh, my trade about to drop, y'all. I'm about to get into another trade. Check this out. I'm about to show y'all something real quick. I'm not even really supposed to be showing y'all. Let me see how you do it. DCX. So I'm about to show you another like product from my school where I literally can just get free trade alerts. And I'm about to see if we can go ahead and get in the trade by using this. So hold on. I'm gonna share my screen again so y'all can see it. Like I said, don't record this because I'm not supposed to show y'all this. All right, so let me do it real quick. So check this out, y'all. This is the ultimate cheat hack. So that's why I love this, is because you don't need to be smart to make money, right? So let me see what I can find us on here. So basically, this is basically spitting out trades every 11 minutes, 41 minutes, like trades just coming out, right? They just coming out left to right, right? So hold on, let me show y'all something real quick, not to throw y'all off. Oh, that's not the same one. Hold on. And don't let it trip you out. It's just new, right? 1 second. I don't want to go from here. I'm gonna show y'all the other cheat sheet. This is another one. This is for crypto, and this other one is gonna be for Forex. Let's see if we can get in a quick trade real quick, y'all. All right. So this is gonna be lit. And I recommend, if you already one of the students in our school, that you use this, y'all. It's money at our fingertips. This thing tell you when to buy and when to sell. So let's see if we can get in another one while we're on this call with y'all. 1 second. I'm just, ooh, this is like a sexy one, right? So we about to get in Euro JPY, right? So let me go back to sharing my screen. I want y'all to write this down in your notes. EURJPY. Somebody put in the chat bar stuff for somebody. EURJPY. So we're gonna go back to our app. We're gonna identify EURJPY because that's what they're telling us. So if you don't see it, like, look, I don't see it, y'all. I don't even see it. But guess what? If you go up to the plus button, right? Hey, G12, can y'all drop the link for the Forex basics in our chat real quick? Because we're about to start. Thank you. So you're gonna hit this plus button, right? And you're gonna put it, you're gonna do it. EURJPY. Well, by golly, there it goes. Right there, Sammy. So simple. Woo! All you do is hit it, shabam, right? Go to the bottom of the screen, because it's always going to be at the bottom of the screen. Shabam. What do I do now? Now that I identified the pair, what I do now, y'all?
Click on it.
Yeah, and then, okay, and then what is it going to, what I click on after I click on it? Which one I click?
New order.
Bet.
New order.
All right, bet. Now, so step one, identify the quote. What's step two? What am I going to do? What's step two?
Stop loss.
No, what's step two, y'all? I mean, ain't no
You
wrong
have
or
to,
right.
you have to identify the quote, open the order trade, and identify the order type.
Got you. Okay, that's what I was kind of looking for, because we want to, it wasn't that you was wrong. It's just we want to put it in a certain type of order, right? So we can remember, right? So real quick, so what I'm going to do is, we found it. I'm going to go back to the cheat sheet. Now write this down on y'all piece of paper. So it's a sale. So write it down. EURJPY is a sale, right? Now I want to give y'all the take profit. Write this down on your phone, on paper, so you can go and put this in your phone. The take profit is 123.551. 123.551. And if your phone is unmuted, please mute it. One more again. Take profit is 123.551. Let's talk about the stop loss. We don't need to do an entry, because we're getting in this trade right now. You notice I didn't say sell limit, sell stop. I said sell. Market execution is the same thing, like we getting in right now, right? So we don't need no entry number, right? So the stop loss, write this down in your paper, is 124.054. I'll say it again. Write notes, take notes. 124.054. That's the stop loss. Let's now let me put it in my cell phone so y'all can see it. Thank you. All right, so let me see how I can stop. Let me see. Can y'all see my MetaTrader 4 app?
No.
Not very well.
Okay. Somebody say yeah?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
can
it's
see
there.
it.
Okay, bet. Thank you so much. And all right, G12, welcome to the call, you guys. We're finishing up this quick little boot camp real quick. This is the last thing where we're gonna go ahead and start some of the basics, but this is actually good to know as well. So now you see my screen. So the order type is a sale. So I'm gonna keep it at market execution, right? I'm just gonna keep it at, I'm gonna make, who can I make a co-host? I need to make, J Boss, I'm about to make you a co-host so that you can let people come in the thingy. Somehow I gotta do it in just a second. I'm gonna do it in just a second. So hold on, you guys. I don't want to throw you off. So now look at my screen real quick. Bet, let me go back. So it's a sale. I'm not gonna change nothing. Now I'm gonna put the take profit right here on the green line because I have an Android, right? 55.1. I'm gonna put my stop loss over here on the red line because I got an Android 124.045. And guess what? They already told me it's a sale. When the take profit is down, it means sale. That means we want the market to go down, right? We want the market to go down. So that means it's a sale because we want the market to go where these money points at. That's how we know it's a sale, right? So only thing I got to do, bam, hit sale. Shabam, shaboing. I am in a trade. Now you see that it's negative a little bit. It's -5. Then it go to -9. It's gonna be moving. Let it move. It's normal. Let the market move. The market is fluctuating. We just entered a trade, right? So at the end of this, I'm expecting this bad boy to go all the way down and hit my money point. It's gonna knock me out the trade in profit. But if it go up back this way and hit my stop loss, it's gonna knock me out the trade in some bit of loss, probably about $3 or $4, right? So pretty much, you guys, that's how you place a trade. I would ask you guys to go back to that video and watch it a couple of times. When we place it in the group for you guys, it's gonna look like this. Hold on, let me see. Can y'all still see my cell phone on screen?
No, please.
All right, so when we drop it in the group, okay, bet. So when we drop it in the group for y'all, it's gonna look like, hold on, y'all, so many messages. It's gonna look just like this. And if you are already a student and you guys are gonna be dropping signals, I want you guys to make it so simple for them because they don't know all that jargon. So just put the type, put the order, the stop loss, and the take profit. Don't put the entry or nothing there, you guys. Now let's just pending order. Let's make it so simple for them where they're going to be identifying the quote, identifying the order type, getting the stop loss, and getting the take profit. Simple. We want to make this so simple for them, right? So pretty much, you guys, I just dropped that in there. You can go ahead and practice. We're going to go ahead and start the second part of our thing. And welcome Generation 12. Welcome to the squad. We do this call every Monday at 8 o'clock. And this call is designed for us to come together as a community and study together. When we come together as one, we can tackle this market down and really start to make some big money with each other, right? So this thing is definitely powerful, right? So, 1 second. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch gears. I'm gonna turn my music down, right? I'm gonna stop sharing this screen, right? I'm actually going to leave out of here. Okay, bet you guys are still there. And we're gonna pull up, hold on one second. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna pull up, we're gonna watch one of our educators. And like I said, what tonight is just a Forex basics night. And what we're gonna be showing is, and I gotta log in, what we're gonna be watching tonight, you guys, is basically trading basics, right? And so let me share my screen. I'm shuffling through computers, you guys. All right, amazing. So really, like I said, we're really not supposed to be showing all of this, but tonight we're inviting you guys. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to Forex Basics real quick. And this is just a school where you can learn from different people. We have been watching Mr. Ralph. He does Forex Basics and he does a great job of breaking stuff down. Right? So please just make sure your phone is muted. I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to mute everybody's phone. And just know that when you come in, is just always remember, mute your phone. If you're new to Zoom, just tap the screen and then something's going to come up like an audio button and just hit mute so that when you come in, we don't hear like your background noise, right? So I want you guys to know that what you're going to be looking at may be a little new. You never seen it before, right? So with that being said, it may look a little like, what? They're doing what? Right? It may look a little crazy, right? But what I want you guys to know is that it's just new. Watch it with an open mind and an open heart, because a lot of people that's on this call right now, when they first got started, they didn't know anything either. So remember, we're inviting you guys, we're giving this information. We don't even really have to give anybody this information. We could just log in and learn ourselves. So we really want you guys to pay attention, because this is what we do. So squad, today we're going to learn a little bit about trending reversal patterns, right? And it's so important that we know about these reversal patterns, because when we know about the reversal patterns, we're able to identify when the market is about to shift, right? So I'm going to get this video playing. I like to skip all of this real quick until he gets into the meat.
That's funny.
All right, can you guys hear him?
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, so my live sessions are Saturdays and Sundays at 2 p.m. Eastern, the same time as we are on right now, right? And then Tuesdays at 2 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Eastern. That's funny. Happy Saturday, everybody. I hope you guys are doing well. You guys are doing great. Let's see. In the chat box, let's see. 4 months. Lawrenceville, Georgia. I know. Sure, I got family in Lawrenceville. 2 months, 3 months, 1 month. Been on demo account for 4 days. Just started. 10 months. Yes, started 6 weeks ago. An excited beginner, loud and clear. Okay, I was like, what? Okay, I haven't traded yet, but been in for a month. I just got a lot to learn. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, a great advice I always have is take your time. Don't rush it. Never rush. I'm a newbie. Just enrolled Thursday night. Welcome. Just
all
started.
Right, hold on, you guys. I'm gonna pass through some of this because he's still like greeting people.
Where you go to is you go to iam.center. So if you're brand new, right, you want to make sure you go to iam.center. Right, you log in. Right, so you go to iam.center. Then so let me show you. Right here. All right, so you go to iam.center. Go to the academy. All right, family. You go to the academy. You go to FRX English. All right, and you go through the 100 and 200 series. Okay, the series, the handbook, what is Forex, etc. Right, you go through the 100 and then 200 series. Right, you want to make sure you go through these, right, as quickly as possible. Right, 100 and 200 series. You want to make sure that you go through it, right? Because what I go over, I'm a basic educator, right? But this is very key. Of course, I take my time to go over certain things, but the faster you go through this, the better it is, right? So I believe that a lot of us here have gone through this. Drop a 1 if you have. Drop a 2 if you haven't gone through.
Have y'all went through the school?
100
Drop a 1, drop a
so
2.
if you haven't gone through and finished the 232, at least finish the 232. Drop a 1 if you finished 232. Drop a 2 if you have not yet. Okay, drop a 1 if you have. Drop a 2 if you haven't. So like you want to make sure that you are in this, okay, or you go through this. All right, you want to make sure that you go through all of this, okay. And I've been training for 5 years. So it's important that I'm 105. Cool. All right, it's important that you yourself know this is Forex, not HFX. This is Forex, all right? Okay, cool. Hard to understand. 2, I'm on market geometry because for videos, but hard to understand. That's cool. Just go on it. I mean, family, if you look at the chart, right, this is clearly your Forex chart. All right, it's clearly a Forex chart. It's clearly. There's no HFX here. I don't have no HFX thing on my screen. All right. You gotta look at what's on the screen. All right, that's very important to know HFX or I don't do HFX. Never did. I never said I never will, but I don't do HFX. All right. 2 going on strong. 2 what? 2 months? But I know I want to see what ahead of me. I learned. Okay, in a weird way, which is cool. All right, so let's get this going. Let's get this going. All right, we got to be observant. All right, so on the top of your screen, right, you should see. Let me change that. Let me change that real quick. So today we're gonna go over reversal patterns. Okay, we're going over reversal today and tomorrow. Possibly well, today and tomorrow so far. I don't know. Let's see how far we go. All right, we are going over reversal patterns today. I know a lot of people have asked me about this. So I said, okay, let's run it. All right, you guys should see it at the top of your screen. Screen wasn't up. What? What are you talking about? Anyway, hey, can you guys see my screen? Because I don't know what the Dana guy is talking about. Can you guys see my screen? Let me know if you guys can see my screen before we Okay, cool. All right, cool. All right, so we're gonna talk about reversal patterns, right? Why it's so important, right? Why it is vital, it's so important to use reversal patterns, or even to know what it is, right? So you know when you're trading, right? When you're trading, right? When you're trading, and so the market goes up, right?
Can't hear it.
call it, on the scale as learning how to trade, right? On a chart, right? We want to see these things, why it's forming, how it's forming, right? So today we're going to start looking at well, some of the patterns we're going to go over. Where I have six that I want us to look at today, right? There's 6 patterns that I want us to look at today. There are something called double top, head and shoulder, all right, double bottom, inverse head and shoulder, rising wedge, and falling wedge. Okay. We also have something called triple top, triple bottom. All right. So let's do this. Let's do this real quick. All right. You guys can see this, right?
Yo, screenshot this.
So we have something called a double top, and I'm going to explain each one. All right. A double top, double bottom. Okay. We have head and shoulder. Right. We have inverse head and shoulder. Now there's a lot. There's more. I mean, there's a lot. Right. There's a lot. There's a lot of different patterns, reversal patterns. Right. We have something called rising wedge. So today I'm gonna deal with these 6 right here. Okay. These 6. We call something called a rising wedge, and then we have something called a fallen wedge. Fallen wedge. Right. So as you can see, right, a double top is when you have. Let's go. Let me make sure I have. Okay, so thank you, Lynn. Thank you. Wow, thank you, Lynn. Cool. PJ Whitaker. Is it Whitaker? Whitaker, yeah, Whitaker. All right. So a double top is when we have a uptrend, right? And I'm gonna show you this on the chart as well. Double top is when we have an uptrend, and then we have some type of resistance, right? Some type of PRZ up here, some type of supply up here, right? Supply or resistance or whatever, however you want to call it, right? You have a PRZ up here. It hits it once, comes back down to some type of support. It comes back again, right? It hits it again. So this is called double top when it hits the same area, right? It hits the same area 2 times, all right? Then the double bottom is when it touches. So we have a downtrend, right? It hits a support or hits a demand, right? It goes back up, it comes back to that demand or support, right? And it starts going the opposite way. So this is what we call a double bottom, okay? Double bottom. So I'm gonna explain it deeper, okay? Head and shoulder is something that a lot of people like. This is my favorite reversal pattern. Me personally, this is my favorite reversal pattern. I'm gonna show you. All right, so on the head and shoulder, you have an uptrend, right? And then it creates a high or low, it creates a high, right? It creates a low, it creates a lower high, and then it starts coming back down, right? So this is also a reversal pattern. Then we have an inverted head and shoulder, right? Opposite way. We have a downtrend, and we see the head and shoulder, but inverted, right? Going the opposite way. This is also a reversal that goes the opposite way. Okay. Then we have a rising wedge, right? So trend lines, right? This is why it's important to draw trend lines, right? So you have a trend line for the higher highs on the uptrend, have a trend line on the higher highs, and then you have the trend line on the higher lows, right? So if it's squeezing in together like this, right, it's called a rising wedge. We're expecting it to drop down, trend reversal, okay? Then we have a falling wedge, have a downtrend, right? A downtrend, you have the lower highs, you have the lower lows, it's squeezing in just like that. We expect it to squeeze and price to break back up, okay? Now, I'm going to explain each one in depth, okay? So don't worry how it works. I'm gonna show it on the chart as well, right? So I'm gonna be showing M2s and all is M and W. Yes, me too. All they are is M and W, yeah. Well, M to W is like, yeah, M to W, yeah, you can say that, but it's like more so basic talk, right? You want to be more than M's and W's. You want to go into where you're talking about double bottom and double top, right? Because that tells you, okay, you identify the tops and the bottoms, okay? M to W, same thing. right? So look, here we have a W shape, right? And you have an M shape. So that's what PJ talking about. All right, PJ talking about you have an M shape like this, and you have a W shape. Okay, so let's dive deep into it. Yes, this is recorded. Every go live is always recorded. All right, every go live is always recorded. All right, so let's dive into it. So the first one was what? Let's talk about a double top. All right, what exactly is a double top? All right, a double top is, let's go to, before we go into the chart, double top and double bottom. Whiteboard. Okay, so let's start drawing. So when we have an uptrend, right? So we'll have an uptrend. Right, so let's say we have higher highs, higher lows, right? HH, higher high, higher low. If you're brand new, you might be lost a little bit, all right? But don't worry. I'm gonna try to explain it as simple as I can. All right. If you're brand new, like don't understand higher highs, higher lows, what I suggest you do is go to the pre-recorded services sessions. So go to my Go Live. Right, you go to to find me, just go right here. You go to are you a new member? Right. So you go to golive.im or go to im.center, go to Go Live. Right, and then you find me, my banner right there. You go to favorite videos, right, and then so these are my favorite sessions right here. Okay, so you're able to learn like the way I trade and in the basic way. Okay, all right, now, all right, let's go back to it. So we have higher highs, higher lows. So let's say, for example, right, we have some type of resistance, PRZ up here. Right, we have some type of price reversal zone up here. So let's say you draw something like this. Okay, it's not straight. I wanted to draw straight. Okay, let's say we have something like this. When price rejects it the first time, guess what? Usually, right? Usually we look for this. We look for a move such as this, right? A breakout, retest, and then, right? That's usually the move we look for. But if it reverses, right? If it goes up and reverses right here, right? Or not reverses, it rejects at that particular point. Guess what? This is called a double bottom. Right? This is a trend reversal. Why? Because it hit that same area 2 times. Right? It hit this area 2 times. It's called a double top. Right? Double top. This also look like an M. Right? As who was it? PJ was talking about. Right? So as PJ was talking about, this look like an M. Right? So if you think M will help you better to look at these things, look at these moves, go for it. If you think M, but the technical terms is called double top. Okay. Is this understood so far? Is this understood so far?
Yeah.
Is this understood so far? All right. So that's a double top. Okay, so this is double top. Now let's say we have a downtrend, all right? So we have, if you missed it, just rewind it. All right, I can't go back. All right, so look, if you missed it, just go back. All right, just go back until you catch up. All right, you could go back, and even though it's live, you could always go back. All right, let's do this here. Oh no, it's here. All right, so let's go to double bottom. All right, so double bottom is it's a downtrend. Right, double bottom is a downtrend. right? And then you have a a support or a demand at the bottom side, right? You have a demand here, okay, double bottom. So it hits it once, right? It's right here. It hits it once, it rejects, right? So look, let's do this. Let's do this because let me explain like I explained the other one. So we have lower high, lower low, right? Lower high, lower low, right? This is a downtrend. Now, if it hits this, right, usually we expect it to break out, retest. Oh shoot, tripping, right? Retest and then sell, right? To continue the trend. But if we see a rejection, right, and we see it go back up, okay, see it go back up and it rejects again like this, and you see something like this, all right? This is called a double bottom, okay? This is called double bottom right here, all right? This is called double bottom. All right, so, and this is like a W shape, okay? Just like DJ was talking about, W shape, right? This is a way for you to see a trend reversion so that it's going from a downtrend. Now we should be looking for uptrend. Well, we should be looking for, we should be looking for it to go, make it low, make it high, make it low, make it high, make it low, okay? So that's a double bottom and then a double top. Is that understood? Any questions? Any questions? Sell M's, buy W's, right? Sell M's, buy W's, exactly. Yeah, this is every Saturday. Every Saturday, every Sunday, every Saturday and Sunday. It's there. It's there every Saturday and Sunday at 2 p.m. And then Tuesdays, 2 p.m. Eastern, and then Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern. So look, again, we ain't gonna go live, right, family? We ain't gonna go live, right? Go live that I am. You want to go to, you click the basics. All right. When you go to go live, you click the I don't know, I just didn't do that. Okay, so you want to do this. Either you come here, you click FRX, the basics, like I'm right here. Okay. Or you can go to you click the banner, right? Are you a new member? All right, so are you a new member right here? All right, and you see me again. I'm right here. All right, family, always there. All right, so that's the schedule right here. All right, so let's get back to it. Any questions on double top, double bottom? Well, it's 2 p.m. Eastern. On my time. My time is 2 p.m. Eastern. I don't know where you are. All right, so yeah, so double top, the M and the W, it doesn't have to be at that particular exact place, anywhere around it. All right, because sometimes we have wicks. We have wick is this big. Let me show you. So wick is something like. Sure, and I know like right, something like this. This could be a wick, right? This is why I like using my line chart. So let's go into the chart. Let's see. Let's look for these. Okay. So I want to find a good a great example. Okay, so let's say this, right? Let's say right here. Let's say right here. All right. We had a downtrend, right? We had lower highs, lower lows, right? Lower high, right? Lower low, lower high, right? Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and it stopped. Right? It went up, came back down, right? Double bottom. All right, let me find better examples. All right, so let's say for right here. Let's say right here, right? We got a double top right here. All right, so we have a double top right there, right? What did price do? Had an uptrend, reversed, right? Came back here, uptrend, double top. You were expecting it to do what? Sell, trend reversal, right? If we go to lower time frame, you're gonna see this all day. All right, let's go to lower time. Let's go to 1 hour. What the? What's happening? Okay, there we go. All right, let's look at. No, okay. So let's look at this right here. All right, we have a downtrend. Now up, low high, low, low high, low, low high, low high, right? It stopped here. Going back up, came back, double bottom, right? Not exact same place, but this is zone right there, double bottom, right? What did it do? Phew. Make sense? Let's see. Look. I mean, it's so much there. So let's look at current market. Let's look at current market. All right. So let's say.
So I want to pause it really, really quick and just say, like, what he's doing is what you want to practice on. So, like, if you're taking notes, put that on your notes. You want to go to TradingView and you want to just go and just identify what he's doing right now, because this is what's going to train your eyes so that you can identify and read the market.
All right. So we have this 1 and 2, right? So there's a resistance. Okay, family. So there's a resistance up here. You see it go up, reject, come back down, go back. Guess what? USD/JPY, double bottom. I mean, double top, sorry. So it's always an uptrend before a double top, a double bottom, and always a downtrend before a double top. Let me see. Always an uptrend before a double bottom. No, it's the opposite. Always an uptrend before a double bottom. No, so in order to see a double bottom, right, it got to be a downtrend. It's a downtrend, right? This type of rejection, it bounce, right? Come back again, W, and we're looking for that buy. Okay, so here.
Phase 1,
right?
phase
so
2, phase
bottom.
3, right there, yeah.
Now, we're not talking about entering the market yet, right? We're not going inside yet. But once you see this, right, once you see double bottom like this, we're looking for a buy, right? If it's the opposite way, right? So if it's a total opposite way, right? If it's an uptrend, this is who acts this? Empress, right? So Empress. If it's the opposite way, right? If it's an uptrend, right? Double top. I mean, first retest, come back, retest again, bam, right? This one we know. Okay, I'm looking for a sell. So I'm looking for sales. Okay. Does that make sense? Yeah. So don't go into a trade yet. I'm gonna talk about it. Real quick. All right. Yep. Should you wait for it to close before you get into? Yeah. So I'm gonna talk about that right now. Can be used on any pair. This is just basic, trading and anything. You can use this on anything. All right. So all right. So then let's go to the next one, right? Let's go to the next one. Don't worry, I'm gonna talk about the entries. Right now, we're just talking about how to find it, right? So let's talk about head and shoulders and inverted head and shoulder, right? So again, head and shoulder is this, right? So this is one pattern. the double bottom, double top. Okay. Then we have head and shoulder, right? An inverted head and shoulder. So head and shoulder is, you have an uptrend, right? So you have okay. So we have higher highs, higher low, higher high, higher low, right? We have higher high, then you have higher low, all right? So watch this. Head and shoulder, where is it? Head and shoulder is not a look, right? Just because it look like it doesn't mean that it's a head and shoulder. Again, I'm gonna say it again. Head and shoulder, because a lot of people be having it wrong. I used to do this as well, right? I used to look like, oh, that looks like a head and shoulder. No, all right? It's not a look. So head and shoulder can only be when you have an uptrend, right? Not when it looks like head and shoulder on a downtrend. That makes no sense, all right? Head and shoulder is when you have created, you see higher highs and higher lows, all right? You see higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. And it creates a high, right? It creates a high, so higher high, right? And then it creates a low, right? So it's come all the way back to that current low, right? Which is right here, right? So right here, okay? Let's come back to that particular point. So let's do this right here. All right, comes back to this. Change that color real quick to red. I'm just losing it. There we go. All right. So when it comes back to that support, right, high or low. So it creates high, 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 low, high, 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 low, high, 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 low. It creates a high, comes back to the higher low, right? It creates a right shoulder, right? So this is the left shoulder, right shoulder, just like head and shoulder. It's your head and your two shoulders, okay? Your head and your two shoulders. So you have a right shoulder, right, to form. Okay, you have a right shoulder to form. So you have a right shoulder, right? It comes back down. This is what we call a head and shoulder, right? So it stopped creating higher highs. Now it is creating lower high and lower lows, all right? So lower high, right? And this become a lower low, okay? So when you see higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, it creates a high. It stopped creating highs and it creates a low, right? This is now being seen as a lower low, right? At that time, right? So let's say, for example, when this is created, right? When we see something like this, right? When we see this, right? At that particular time, we don't know it's a head and shoulder, right? So don't assume it's a head and shoulder just because you think it's a head and shoulder. You think it's going to make a head and shoulder, right? So you start behaving or putting actions as if it's a head and shoulder. No. At this point, it's still an uptrend, right? At this point, it's still an uptrend. Once we see, right? So look, usually we have this right here, right? Once we see it come back up to reject at this particular point, then we can start seeing, okay, this might be looking like a head and shoulder, right? Right. Once we see this move right here, we're like, okay, this might be looking like a head and shoulder, right? But we want to wait for it to finish. This is called a head and shoulder, right? It created, right? It created a low right here, right? It created a low and then also created a high, right? So it formed the left shoulder and then a right shoulder. It's not always as perfect, right? But it usually is. It created a left shoulder and a right shoulder, right? So now I'm looking at head and shoulder. So this is a reversal pattern where I'm looking to see, okay, now I'm trying to see lower highs and lower lows. Do we get that? Drop a 1 if you do. Drop a 1 if like this makes sense. Drop a one if this makes sense. I'm trying. I want to explain as best as possible. Drop a one if this makes sense. If you don't understand, please ask your question. Okay. If you do not understand, please ask your question. I'm here for you. I'm here to serve you. I'm here to teach you. All right. I'm here to teach you. If I'm not doing too good, let me know. All right, so to identify those patterns, will it be easier using the lines option or a candle option? Great question. Great question. I love using the line chart personally. I love using the line chart personally because, like for me personally, like you can see easier. I like using the line chart. So it's up to you, right? But me personally, I would tell people, look, if you look at the line chart, you can see it easier, right? You can see it similar to this. Where is it? Let's see, similar to this right here. All right. Yeah. So right. So head and shoulder means that the reversal, right? So this means that this is going to be now start to be a downtrend, right? It used to be an uptrend. Now it's going to go into a downtrend. All right, family. So it used to be a downtrend. I mean uptrend. Now it's a downtrend. Let's see if there are any questions. Yes, going to prepare for a sell. Exactly. So against sell. Yes, not sell, but what you call it? You're looking for a sell. All right, you're looking for a sell. That means sell. I'll talk about that in a bit. All right, you're looking for a sell. Okay, cool. Now let's go to inverted. So this is the same as inverted head and shoulder, right? It's just the opposite way, right? So let's do this. So let's do this. Okay, so we have a downtrend. All right, so we have lower highs, lower lows. Okay. All right, so we have lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. All right, and then it creates. Oh shoot, my bad. My bad. Okay. So now it creates a low, right? And guess what? It creates a low. It goes back to the high, right? It's retesting that high. So the same thing I was talking about before, right? There's the opposite way. Right? It retests the high. Guess what? It's coming back to retest this low, right? So when we see this move, right? Come back to create this low. Guess what? We're starting to see a reversal. Doesn't mean that it's right. It's it's reversing, right? Doesn't mean that. And then guess what? Bam. So we have the head, right? This is called inverted head and shoulder. Shoulder. And then shoulder. Oh, shoulder. Okay. So this is an inverted. We have a downtrend. When we see this pattern, it's a trend reversal pattern telling us that we're looking to go up. Okay. Once we see this, then we start looking for a buy. Okay. Once we see this reversal, because this is going to mess a lot of people up. Okay. This is going to mess a lot of people up. Okay. We're going to mess up a lot of people. A lot of people. Okay. So this is called a reversal pattern, inverted head and shoulder. All right. Inverted. inverted head and shoulder. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, right? Head. So this is you upside down. Restuck. It doesn't matter what time frame you're on, right? So if you've been on my previous sessions, right, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. All right. So there are different types of traders, right? So if you know what, so do this. Go to this session right here. All right, this is gonna help you to understand. You gotta know like what type of trader you are, right? You gotta know favorite session, right? Right here. Okay, go to different types of traders. If you know what type of trader you are, it's gonna help you to understand. Okay, Ralph, now I get what you're saying, right? So the question, the answer to that is that you gotta know what type of trader you are, so that you know what time frame to look at. The bigger the time frame, if you see this on a bigger time frame, it's easier for you to look at. Okay, so let's say you see head and shoulder pattern. Let's say, for example, right, this right here is head and shoulder, right? Which is kind of look like it per se, but not really. Right. So let's for example, like this head and shoulder. All right. And if this right here is head and shoulder, right? If this is head and shoulder, right here, right? What you're looking for, hello. Right. Right now I'm gonna hourly time frame, right? But if I go on a 4 hour, all right, would I see that same pattern? If I see that pattern on the daily time frame, guess what? That's gonna help me to break it down on a lower time frame and see things a lot more clearer, right? So if you're a scalper, right, so you want to go to a bigger time frame. If you're intraday trader, you want to go to a bigger time frame and then scale down. And so if you're a day trader and etc., you want to go to a bigger time frame and scale down. So is it Jed Neal? Same thing. Are we looking at to trade with overall trend with the head and shoulder? Yes, overall trend. Yes, overall trend. Wait, what do you mean head? No. It's inverted, so I don't know what you mean by that. Overall trend. Yeah, I don't know what you mean by that. So the moment you see the second shoulder forming, you set yourself up for a buy. Nope. That's not what I said. All right. The moment you see it, you're getting ready. Well, okay. Yes, you're setting yourself up for a buy. Now you set it yourself up. You're setting yourself up for not forming when it forms. Not forming. When it forms. All right. Now let's go into the other part, or the entries. All right. So let's go to the entries real quick. All right, let's go to entries real quick. So let's do this. Okay. All right. So on a double top, right, you wait for it to break that neckline, right? It break, retest, and then you enter, right? Once you break that neckline, it retests, you enter. Double bottom, same thing. It breaks. So this is why I said just wait, family. All right, you wait for it to form. Once it breaks, it retests, and then you buy. Okay, I'm gonna show you. Head and shoulder. Wait for it to break, right? Head and shoulder, break, retest, and then sell. Invert head and shoulder, break, retest, and then buy. All right. Okay, so what do I mean? So if we have an inverted head and shoulder, right? Let's go through all of them. Right. What you want to do is you want to wait for the breakout. Right. You want to wait for that break, the retest, and then we buy. What did that do? Right. This is called market geometry. This is called market structure. It created a high, a higher high, it created a higher low. Where do we buy? Higher lows. Does that make sense? We buy on higher lows. So it broke out, it retest. This is when we buy because we see that it is inverted, right? This is like, we can clearly see that the pattern has already reversed right here. The pattern has already reversed, right? We have a reversal pattern. So in this case, we're looking for buys, wait for that break, retest, and we buy. Okay. For that break, retest, and we buy. Yeah, so if you're stuck in the time frame, you gotta go to what type of trader that you are. All right, you gotta know what type of trader you are. If you don't know that, I can help you. Does it always retest at some point? Yes. When it comes to these, like I use this for years, right? And I've seen, I've seen this over and over and over and over and over and over and over. If it don't retest, it don't retest. It don't retest. But don't force it. Right? If it don't retest, it don't retest. There's there's other trades out there, right? At least we know that it's a trend reversal, right? Because when you see trend reversal, that's more so for a longer term move. And the bigger the time frame, the stronger it is, right? So if you see this on an hour, like it's not as strong as it being on a 4 hour. It's not as strong as it being on a daily. If you see this on a daily, that's strong, right? If you see this move on a daily, so watch this. Watch this. Actually, let's do this first. On a head and shoulder, head and shoulder is the opposite. All right, so let's do this. Boom. All right, so on a head and shoulder, right, you wait for the breakout, right? It used to be an uptrend, now we're selling, right? It breaks out, right? It retests. All right, it breaks out, retests, sell. All right, breakout, retest, right? This is creating structure, right? This is structure, right? We have a high, sell, high, sell, right? We already know this is a, let's call it, it's a reversal pattern. Like we know that already, right? So wait for that breakout, retest, and then we sell it. Do you buy on the right shoulder? You mean on a uptrend? I mean, are you talking about on an inverted shoulder? I mean, inverted head and shoulder. Yes, we buy on the right shoulder. Everything is done on the right shoulder, right? Because it's from left to right, so everything is done on the right shoulder. Everything is done on the right shoulder. Yeah, so I believe that that you buy too early once it formed. You gotta wait for that break. Well, okay, so people trade different ways, right? Some people wait for the break and retest. Some people trade based on the break, right? So it depends on what you do, right? I trade based on break and retest, right? So if you like trade off of here, and once it breaks, you trade. That's you. But me, I wait for the break and retest because this is more sturdy to me, right? This kind of secure it for me, right? And again, I only been trading for 5 years. That's not, I'm not an expert. I just know a little bit. I just know a little bit. So a second entry is on the retest of the neckline, exactly. Right. But for me, that retest is my first entry. That's my first entry. But some people like to trade here, so hey, I'm not sure. I'm not knocking it. Right? Now watch this. EURUSD, right? I caught a bag on it, a few years ago, and I called it out too. I called it out. It's probably like 2 years ago, or maybe 3. I called this. I'm like, yo, I see a pattern right here, family. Watch what I did. It's crazy. It was crazy. You did crazy, right? Look at that. Shoot. What pattern do you see right there? All right, what pattern do you see? All right, what pattern do you guys see? Like I said before, it's not always straight, but what pattern did you see? So you can see that it from the right shoulder. So it's an uptrend from the right shoulder, left, higher high, higher low, a high, right? Stop creating highs and lows, and now started creating low highs and low lows, right? Created a low right here, about right here, all right? Created that shoulder. Guess what? Bam! It just took off, right? This is called a reversal pattern, right? What other pair was that? Was it GJ? It wasn't GJ. Siri, I'm not talking to you. Move. Siri's jealous. Right, look at DXY. Right, look at the dollar. Right, look at the dollar back. Right, so look at the dollar. The dollar also created, head and shoulder, inverted head and shoulder. You got a head, left shoulder, right, and took off. All right, what else? I think GU. I'm not sure. GBP USD. I'm not sure. But if I remember correctly, I think GU did it too. All right, look at GU. All right. All right. So let's go to my currency pair that I like the most, humble, is US. Anything with the US, with the dollar. Anything with the dollar, I dig right here. Anything with the dollar, I dig. So the right shoulder does, huh? Yeah, it does not reach the 10. Right. What currency pair do you like trade the most? For US example, right. It doesn't always line up. It's far from line. Right. Doesn't always line up. But one of the things that a lot of us make up stuff, right? So we can't make up stuff, right? We can't make up stuff. All right, so let's see. All right, what was the last? All right, you know what?
You got about 5 more minutes, you guys.
I'm not even going to the other one. So we'll just continue it tomorrow. Any questions? Have you traded exotic pairs? Yes, I've traded exotic pairs. So do I do it often? Nope. I don't do it often. I like USD because I live in the US. I live in Eastern time zone, and I like to trade early in the morning, and then go out my day. So it falls between like when I want to trade, me personally, right? And also when I was a teacher, right? That's the time that I picked, and that's where I had my success. Sure, a lot of my success came in when I was trading on USD. So I stuck to that, that on New York session. So that's why I trade only that pair. And also I like the pair also because I look at the DXY, right? The dollar. I study the DXY a lot. All right. So I study this a lot. So that's why I also look at this. Okay. I study, so I love studying the dollar. What's that stuff at? Trade. Okay. EURUSD. What about it? AURJPY. Let's see. Reverse head and shoulder. Where do you see that? I don't see a reverse head and shoulder at all. See, and then this is, I'm glad, thank you for bringing it up, right? I don't know if you're talking about this right here, but I don't see a reverse head and shoulder. All right, this is what I'm talking about. It has to form before we decide what it is. All right, again, it has to form before we decide what it is. Okay, so we cannot decide what it is. We cannot decide what it is. Okay, we cannot decide what it is. All right, it has to form, it has to create it before we say, hey, it's head and shoulder, and etc. What do we look for when I hear about DXY? What do it mean? So DXY is basically the dollar index, right? And I went over this, I don't know. I think, so I'm gonna give you a short answer, okay? But the long answer is right here, right? Correlation and pairs and index. Also, I think I went over it not too long ago. Correlation, pairs, and index. Man, I don't title these things. I'm tripping. My bad, family. That's totally my bad. Correlation, pairs, and index. There's one of these. All right, but here, I talked about it sometime recently. Let me see. Look at that video, right? Because I talk. Okay, that's not it. Well, it's one of these, but just look at this right here. Just type in, right? Type in correlation. It's right there. All right. Now the short answer to that is look at DXY. DXY is basically the dollar index, what the U.S. currency. Right? DXY is the dollar index. So if I know if it's going up, guess what? I know what to do with these pairs. If I know it's coming down, I know what to do with these pairs. All right. That's just a short answer. You think it's a double top? What was it again? EURJPY. EURJPY. Let's see. So why do you think it's a double top? Because remember, just because you see this doesn't mean it's a double top. All right? Because overall, what is it? It's a 2. Okay, so this right here, right? Overall, on a 1 hour chart, right? Actually, so on a 1 hour chart, it looks more like an uptrend. Right? So if it's an uptrend, right? If it's an uptrend, double top can only be up here on the top of the trend. Right now, it's creating lower highs and lower lows. Okay. So is this head and shoulder? We don't know. Right. This is why you have to mark it up. Right. So if I go on a 4 hour chart, so what does this look like? I don't know. Sure. Is this head and shoulder? Nah. Right. So this is why. So tomorrow, like, we'll dive into more examples. Right. And we'll finish off with this. We'll finish off with this one, a rising wedge and a falling wedge, and then we'll dive more into more examples. Because reversal patterns, I could go for 2 weeks on this, and I should go on 2 weeks. Take my time so that we all get it, understand it. Because there's so many different reversal patterns, right? There's so many different reversal patterns. That's what's happening here. All right, so somebody just dropped this. See, this is like forcing it, like, right? You're forcing it. All right. Again, the rules were a downtrend, and then we see a reversal pattern. Right now, I don't see, this is not what we just went over, right? You're forcing it. You're looking into it. You're looking at, right, yeah, you're definitely forcing it, all right? Don't force it. Do not force it, okay? But tomorrow, we'll go over some more details. What is between October and November? It looks like, I don't know exactly. All right, family, I gotta go. All right, tomorrow we'll continue. All right, God bless you. I'm sorry.
All right. Can somebody say wow backwards? That was lit, y'all. That was lit. Those reversal patterns would definitely set you up to be able to understand and read the market better. The more we get into the groove of seeing, oh snap, seeing what this market is doing, the faster that we're going to be able to call our own trades, because of course you want to become the signal. So really quick, like, does anybody have any questions or anything from the video, or any questions in general about some of the apps and different things that we have and how to use it? It's your time to shine. So I don't know if anybody has the Gold Cup, the Swipe Coin, and the Swipe Trade app, but you guys want to have that app because these apps right here, they're always calling out trade alerts. They actually just put a goal analysis in the group, so you might want to go check that out. So definitely download that app. But does anybody have any questions? You can put it in the chat bar. You can come off mute, but now is your time to go ahead and get that those questions answered or any help. All right, you guys. Well, if nobody doesn't have anything, G12, thank you for always showing up for yourself, showing out and showing up. Shout out to everybody that's on here from the boot camp. First time you guys stayed on here the entire call to get these nuggets. So shout out to you guys. And like I said, this is what we do. We come on here, we learn together. And if anybody have questions, we do questions. Real quick before we get off here, you guys, I am looking at this trade right now on US 30. It's consolidating, but I'm looking for it to pick back up. If it breaks this black line right here, I want to take it all the way to the blue line. And it's looking pretty good, you guys. It's looking pretty good. So I can drop this markup in the group. But basically from here to here is about 79 pips. I only need 30. Right? But I'm going to trail my stop. So I'll drop this in the group for everybody. Hope you guys have an amazing night. Tomorrow, it's going there too. Tomorrow, 8 a.m., we're going to be doing some Forex trading in the morning. So if you guys want to hop on before work or even when you're at work to get some jewels, hop on. We'll drop the links in the group, and I'll catch you guys at the beaches and the banks all around the world, you guys. Peace and love. Have a nice night.